Today I'm going to be doing the Dalgona Cookie Challenge from the show Squid Game. I am curious to know if I would survive this part of the show without getting my head blown to pieces by the pink soldiers. I've got all the ingredients over here to make the Dalgona cookies. I've got the sugar, baking soda, cookie cutters, a whisk, and a pen, and some waxing paper to go ahead and make this, and hopefully I don't mess it up. I've seen many people like burn the cookies or made some weird shapes because they couldn't get the circular shape, but I will try my best. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Okay, so first I am going to get the pan. Bam. Now apparently we pour some sugar into the pan and we basically just melt it until it turns into like a crispy, like brown color, like gooey stuff. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're gonna turn this on. Just kind of like let it melt. Is that your stomach? That's funny that got picked up on camera. Anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna wait for this to melt. Hopefully we're doing this right. And yeah, we'll check back in when we start seeing some goo.
A few moments later.
So we have been cooking / stirring the sugar for about 4 minutes now. And as you can see, look at this. It's actually turning into like a gooey figure, which is like right about now is when you want to start adding some baking soda. We might want to turn down the flame. I think they said just a pinch of baking soda. Cool, and then we're gonna wanna like stir that. Okay, so now that's really starting to look right. I don't wanna burn it. All right, so I think that's good. I might have just burned it, but that's okay. Oh, let me use this whisk. Oh wow, that's already hardening. All right, guys, it looks like I completely screwed it up. You think like adding water might like fix it or just like make it soft? All right, I'm gonna add some water. Oh, that might have been a bad idea. You think it looks right? Take 2, all right. All right, so this is gonna be take 2. 3 tablespoons again. 1, 2, 3. Put a pinch baking soda. So this is definitely looking better. So now apparently all we need to do is just make it into like a circular shape. We're gonna put this on top. Let's go ahead and use the bottom of this bowl and hopefully it works. All right. And you just press it. And then all right, so apparently maybe you just let it harden for a second and maybe it'll start looking more like a cookie. If this doesn't get it right, I'm gonna have to come back a 3rd time and like really watch some more YouTube tutorials on how to get this right. Oh, I forget, we're all supposed to put the shape in as well. Oh, well now it's just too hard to put the shape in, so. All right, so I'm gonna have to come back and do it a 3rd time. So I was watching another guy and the technique that he did was he actually lifted the pan up from the flame and continued to stir it and then put it back down and then lifted it up. So that way like the sugar wouldn't melt super fast. And so that's what I'm gonna try and do this time just because it is supposed to be like a nice milky caramel color and I was just not getting that. Flame on. All right, so as you guys see, it's definitely more of a syrup now. So yeah, that's definitely melted. So now we add a pinch of baking soda and then we stir that with a little bit of flame just because you don't want it to harden. Okay, so I think this is looking good. You think this is looking good? I think this is looking good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pour it. So come over here. I'm gonna pour it. All right, I think we're just gonna make one. Okay, so then I'm gonna get this, and before it hardens, kind of press it very evenly, but not too thin, otherwise it might crack. Oh yeah. I'm kind of like afraid to like, but you don't want it to be too hard because then it's like, then you'll miss your shape. Okay, that's definitely better. It does harden pretty quick, but like this thing was sticking, so I think we needed to, or I needed to spray this better with cooking spray so that it wouldn't stick when I was like using it to press it down to make it flat, which would allow me more time to use the cookie cutter to get a better circle. Because as you can see now, I think it's just way too hard, because now you can like slowly pick it up. But the third time was the charm. This is definitely much closer to what I was going for. Okay, so now that I have a somewhat decent cookie shape with a circle in it, I'm gonna see if I can get the circle out without cracking the whole cookie. Okay, so first I need a needle. Do we have a needle? I don't have a needle, so I'm just gonna be using a toothpick. All right, so the toothpick is taking a while, so I think I'm just gonna start like cracking. All right. Oh, okay. All right, halfway done. Okay. Woo! Oh! Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta get it perfect, I guess. That's still really tight though. It's still pretty hard. My toothpick just cracked. Look at that. Woo! All right, that's it. Bam! Look at that. I would have survived. Cool, all right, I wouldn't have been killed, which is fantastic. All right, so we're gonna go to make another one of these, and this time I'm gonna try it with the heart, and hopefully I can also survive with the heart. Get it as accurate to a circle as possible. All right, we're gonna stick this in water, otherwise it's gonna stick. Alright. It's definitely not the prettiest cookie. The first one definitely turned out much better. As you can see, there's still a heart. So it's, you know, it's still decent. I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty hard to cut out. Look at that. It's like a mountain of goo. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna be working around. My strategy for this circle, which worked pretty well, was just to like weaken the edges, and then if you're lucky, it'll just fall off, and or when you do try to break it, it'll just come off pretty clean. That worked for the circle. Hopefully that works for the heart, but we shall see. I'm feeling this bottom part's gonna be hard. All right, moment of truth. I'm kind of nervous for this one. Hey, okay, we good. Oh, I literally dropped the cookie and that's what did it. So I don't know if you caught that, but the break worked, but then I got too excited and then I dropped the cookie and then it cracked on the drop and well. Oh, no. Just for fun, I'm gonna see if I can get the rest of the heart out without cracking it, just for challenge purposes. All right, so turns out, if I wouldn't have dropped the cookie, I probably would have survived. But I dropped it anyway, so. Still dead, but I do think I'm actually pretty good at this. This is actually a lot of fun, and I think I'm like not bad. I think my chances of surviving this game in the show are pretty high, considering I was able to get the circle out, and I probably would have got the heart out if I didn't drop it. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed watching it and watching me fail in making Dalgona cookies in the beginning. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as it really helps out the channel. And I will see y'all in the next one.